awaydaysbeer.com, proud to partner with Talking Town. For only $14.99, grab your ITFC Legends Pack from The Beat to Hoppy Robson to Brazil's Best and Pablo's Pal. Whatever you need, whatever you want. ITFC Legends Pack, $14.99 at awaydaysbeer.com. Grab it today. Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and I'm stood outside Portman Road with the faithful spilling out of the North Stand and the, well, there's no sponsorship deal, so it's the Pioneer Stand if you're a certain age, Britannia stage if you're a Sid age. So there we go, it's finished 3-0 to Millwall, and we're here to break it down for you and answer some questions if you've got any questions and what comments you've got coming in. I will drop a link into the chat in a minute. You can get involved if you should so want to. If you're spilling out a point where you want to get involved in the show, then feel free. I've got a feeling once Crunch is involved, everyone will want to be around us and everyone will want to be getting involved.
He's hiding.
Is he hiding?
Yeah, he's hiding. Where is he? Why is he not here today?
Yeah, that Cruncher, where are you? Are you hiding? Let's get a few comments. First of all, we've got Paragin. Wonder why Edmondson weren't playing. They didn't look injured when they were checking out my car yesterday. Jason Clayton, Rome wasn't built in a day. This team's been getting to for just over a month. And Callie, jokes by the way, because I think he just said cook out. Team will take time to gel, not bothered, still confident. Sid, what did you make of it? Hold the microphone and I'll drop the link in.
Wasn't overly disappointed, but I thought they played well. Keeper made a few good saves, but I thought the first goal was really unlucky. It was just like a tap in after a rebound, so I was really impressed with them. I'm looking forward to the season start.
Yeah, absolutely. Who stood out for you in terms of who stood out? You know, it's a 3-0 defeat. So when you say who stood out, it's always a strange question if you ask me.
For me, Vincent Young was bombing down the right. He just wanted that ball all the time, and they was never giving it to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luke says you can't worry about the result. Yeah, good teamwork. There you go. See, look at that. Look. I take the microphone, Sid takes the iPad and vice versa. It's like a Raheem Harper, Lee Evans midfield engine room here. They were. Look, I said on Twitter, Sid, we're going to be a really good League One team. Don't let this result phase you.
No, without a doubt. I thought you're coming up against championship opposition. You can't sort of build your season on a result like this. Like, it's just a pre-season friendly. It's just to get fitness, get the boys playing together. I thought they'd done really well, to be fair. Even though we lost 3-0, I thought they played together really well.
They're still building those that chemistry, if you like, as a football team. We were threatening at parts, we were silly in others, but individual performances. Hladky's first goal, he's got to spill it out for me. Got to do a little bit better, but overall, a couple of really decent reflex savers.
I think the first goal was unlucky. It was just a tap-in, really. Like, it was a spill out. He should have done better, but it's pre-season. You move on.
That's a great mentality to have, and I think if we watch it back though, I'm a bit disappointed. Paragin, we've got EA Norris. I'm not going to lie. Hope we get results to start the season, and I think we will. Honestly, there was points in that game where I was so impressed with the way we were playing. We were moving it with intent, 2, 3 to touch. It was just really good to hear or see, rather. Raheem Harper and Lee Evans, they're going to be a midfield too that not many League One teams can handle. They were really good today.
They're a championship midfield that shouldn't really be in this league. So it just shows the pulling power we've got, and hopefully we're building a squad for next season.
Yeah, and this is it. And I saw a couple of comments on Twitter saying, this was supposed to be a championship side. 12 more months, who knows where these players will be. But the simple fact is, I really saw some green shoots to bring a Marcus Evans. Have you seen a comment? What comment makes you laugh here?
From Crunch.
From the Cruncher. Cruncher hides from no one. Bringing some big guns next week. Jacob Farrow, great comment coming in here. Would you look at the players come in? Fraser, Chaplin, Edmondson, there's more to come.
I'd agree with that. I think there is more signings to come. We're not complete yet. I think next week's going to be a big week for us. In regards to signings.
I think it will be. And for those keeping score at home, Chaplin, when he came on, played predominantly behind the striker in the 10. So maybe that's where we're going to see him featured this year. He's a very interesting player in the sense of he's a little bit further on his development in terms of Dobra. And he plays a lot like Dobra. Ball close to his feet, sticky control, likes to turn, run at a player. And I think he'll cause a number of free kicks around the box. And you've got Evans, you've got Piggott, you've got Burns. 3 players there, 3 more players than last year in its totality that can take a free kick.
Just excites me, the players that we've got that can put a ball into the box. I mean, you see at Colchester the other night when he put that free kick in.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot better than what we've had for Christ knows how many years.
Yeah, it's been a number of years since I've seen 3 players over a ball at Portman Road fighting almost on who's going to take a free kick.
They're fighting over it, and as long as they're going in the back of the net, I couldn't care who takes it, really.
Absolutely. Lee Anderson, Jackson's back in the fold. Wonder if he will stay. I think Cookie likes Jackson. I think if you look at who he's brought in so far and how he wants to play, you've got Jackson, you've got Chaplin, you've got a number of players that are just quick, and he likes to stretch play. Look at Dobra. I think he likes Dobra for that reason. He's quick. He's got sticker control in it, and it's about winning, free kicks outside the box.
He's that kind of exciting player that's gonna. He's your Grealish in a way. He's gonna get you them fouls that are gonna win you them free kicks.
Absolutely. We've got Stephen Parra. I still think it's Ruse. Oh, thank you very much. I still think it's a case of numbers left. If we get 3 or 4 more, he might drift out. Definite 4th choice. Possibly so. Let's touch on Burns. Perhaps wasn't his best day today. A couple of balls in the box there went wild. As you rate his 60, 70 minutes?
I thought he'd done all right. Obviously, I guess he got injured because he put that ball in, then he went off straight away. So I guess he's pulled something there. But
he looked okay in front of me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, as long as he gets sort of putting him in for the start of the season, this is his tester. Hopefully he can now kick on and realise that he's got to start pulling out performances.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think a couple of times his ball in the box was wild, but that will come. It's pre-season and it's only August. I think now. Might even still be, literally just. It might even still be July, Sid. Let's have a couple of comments. Andy Gray, only a friendly chance by Easter. We are Ipswich. Mark Rattle, can you try and get an interview with one of those seagulls overhead? Oh, mate, where I was...
One of them flew in towards me. I was like, Jesus.
Where I was sitting, they were flying over, dropping bombs. Yeah. And I was thinking, why don't you shit on me? I left you on fucking toast, pal.
It's lucky.
You know who it's lucky for, don't you? No, the guy next to me, because he ain't got shit on. But no, it didn't in the end. We looked each other in the eye and he decided better against it. Felix Day Blue, friendly all of them, no matter what the league are doing. Yeah, Cookie said at the Q&A that he was pleased we got the equaliser at Colchester because losing becomes a habit, as does winning. How do you think Paul Cook, in that dressing room right now, and his cup of coffee, cup of Bovril, how do you think he'll be looking at it ahead of Morecambe, 7 days away now?
I don't think he'll be overly disappointed. Look, we've lost 3-0, but it's against a harder opposition. They've got to gel together, the boys. So hopefully today that's their final gelling point where they can now kick on and get ready for the league.
Edmondson obviously wasn't involved today. Big outlay from the football club on him. So we hear. You would imagine he's going to be first choice. So who on today's performance didn't do enough to warrant a starting position? Because both at times looked good and both at times looked a bit lost.
I think it's sort of 6 and 2 3s really. I think it's going to come down to the training session, who sticks in Cookie's mind more. I think for me, probably drop Toto.
Yeah. Why?
Just, I think we've all got it in our minds of what mistakes he can make, but I'd like to see him kick on. But at the same time, for me, I thought Wolverhampton played better today than Toto. So
Yeah. It's one of those things. I think you can draw your own conclusions.
it's 6 and 2 threes, really.
6 and 2 threes, really. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So a few more comments. Tom Tomlin, less dirty chat about Birds. Please, there's plenty to talk about as the team. Well, this could be 3-0. It's possibly not. Possibly not. Joe Pigott up front. You've also got Macaulay Bonne. Maybe they could possibly pull Cook's starting 2 next week. Would they be your starting 2?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Just,
Hold the mic.
I mean, I've seen what Jackson and Norwood have had to offer us, and they haven't offered us much. I'd rather give someone else a chance, and they looked hungry today, in my opinion. I think that they're probably going to be our starting 2 going forward.
Yeah. You've got Andy Gray. Sid, it's all about gelling. 2 players and possibly more to add to us. We're all right, Blues. Don't let us hamper your excitement. I absolutely agree with that. Marcus Biscuit. Right. Fucking hell. That's got me. How was the atmosphere at Portman Road? Yeah, a couple of comments early doors about Blue Action. A couple of West Ham chants, apparently. I didn't hear them. But how do you feel about the... You're in the North Stand today.
I moved down to where they was all chanting, and I didn't hear nothing about West Ham. So
okay. Well, a couple of people on Twitter were saying they'd heard a couple of West Ham chants. I didn't hear any.
No, not that I heard.
But then are you surprised at that playing Millwall? I mean, it's a bit like saying a bus stop in...
Yeah. Start us chanting Palace your shit, but they're better than you. It's just to wind them up, really, isn't it?
Stuart Darnell, we won't be at our best for a few months yet. The question is, are we good enough to get through August with this squad? I think yes. Results not particularly important. What says you, Sid?
I can't see why we can't get near on maximum points, if not maximum points, throughout August.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm pretty confident for the month.
We've got Stuart Darnell. Blue Action tweeted they're not at the game today.
I'll see a couple of Blue Action hats, but obviously we can buy them. So.
And there was also a merchandise stand, but at Sir Alf prior to the game.
Yeah.
So maybe they were down here, but not
in the game.
In the stadium. I mean, why would you do that? But I don't know. Lee Anderson, Pigott, and Norwood starting 2. James Norwood came on. What are your thoughts and feelings on James Norwood ahead of Morecambe next week?
For me, he doesn't get in my first team. I would start Pigott and Bonne. I just think that he's had enough chances now. He needs to sort of be that player that we could bring off the bench and rile teams up when they're tired. I think that'll be Norwood's best position going forward this year.
Absolutely. Proper forward next week. Yeah. Good lad. Yeah, I do agree with that. You have to think also, if you can keep him to a 20-minute part player, the way you're sort of describing there, you get more out of him.
Yeah,
because
more of an impact player. When the centre halves are tired, you bring him on. He'll beat them up. He'll wrestle them to the ground. That's what you want, really. You want that kind of player coming off the bench.
And you get more out of him.
Yeah.
He's already proven his body has let him down in terms of injuries a couple of times over the last couple of years.
I think he's sort of reached the top of his level now, and his body's letting him down. I think he is that kind of player now. Just come off the bench and get you 8-10 goals, maybe. Yeah.
That said, Lee Anderson does really rate James Norwood. So you could sign Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, and you still reckon James
he's
Norwood
still put Norwood in the starting 11.
We see you, Lee, in the back there, liking your Norwood posters. Yo-Yo All. I really feel that if Nico Valentine's have a chance in a friendly, as he's got called in the 70s, yeah, but there's a couple of young players ahead of him. That's exciting. That's pipeline.
Well, there was Elkin Baggett at the Braintree game I went to the other night. It was phenomenal, but he's not going to get in the team, is he? Yeah. I think he's long gone, Flynn.
Leighton Durrant. Drinham would have bagged a hat-trick.
Don't get me started.
In his dreams. We've got Dennis Edward. Great question here, Dennis. Thanks for getting involved. Anyone whose performance disappointed you?
No, not really. Can't pick out a proper bad performance. I think where we was against higher opposition, it was always going to be tough. But I can't say anyone that had a really bad performance for me.
Big Al, we missed Fraser. Surprised not to see Fraser involved?
Yes and no. I mean, it's all about who's available on the day and who wants to cement in his first team, really. I think that was the majority of the first team today.
Yeah, definitely. Just Fraser missing, really. For me, I'd like to have seen Fraser come on, played in the 10, to see what he's got. He's the best number 10 in this division the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him there yet. You've got Matt Stannard. KVY until he was pushed up. Yeah, he was quiet today, KVY. Doesn't it say something, Sid?
I think he was hungry for the ball, but they just weren't giving it to him. Yeah, personally.
Possibly. I was going to say to you, is it something, Sid, when one of your best players over the last 12, 18 months is suddenly 4th or 5th best player?
It's only a good thing, surely.
Exactly.
I mean, we've all ranted and raved about KVY over the past, year, 2 years. And now, like you say, he's probably our 4th, 5th best player. That's only a good thing for us.
Yeah, I don't think...
It clearly shows that we're building.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we've got weaker anywhere.
No.
I think we've either stayed the same in some positions. Like, I'm not 100% sure on Penny yet. I don't see a huge upgrade yet. But he's no worse than what we've had at left back. I mean, he's had the golden bomber, for crying out loud.
I'll have Kenlock on the bench / reserve for if he ever gets injured, but I'm happy with that, Penny.
Okay, yeah, absolutely okay. You've got Tom Fitz. Coulson in that team will be electric. Can't comment, not seen Coulson play, sadly. How did Chaplin look in his short appearance? For me, really good. For you?
Yeah, he looks all right, yeah.
If you had to describe him, and link him to a player you'd seen in the past, for the guys and girls that haven't seen him yet, who would you say, he's most like?
He was hungry. I couldn't think of a player I'd link him to, but...
I'd probably say Dobra. It's a very, very similar style, I feel. Just a bit more experienced. Well, a lot more experienced.
Yeah, obviously a lot more experienced, yeah. I'd say Dobra then,
yeah. Or maybe even a Ryan Fraser type.
Yeah, I don't know about Fraser. I'd say more Dobra.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah, they're big shoes to fill. But I'm talking in terms of close ball control, wanting to run at a defender, draw a foul. If he can start, dipping his shoulder and bending it in,
bit
30
like
yards.
a really short player, dipping his shoulder.
See, we've gone from Dobra to Fraser to Jack Grealish.
I wish.
Yeah, well, don't we all? Starting to rain here, so we're going to wrap it up in just a second. But Lewis Robertson, how was Penny? Again, like I said, Lewis, I'm not too sure. We're back tomorrow, 1:30. We're talking town. Join us then. Sid, who is your starting 11 for Morecambe next week? Is it Hladky in goal?
Yep.
Back four of Vincent Young, Edmondson, Wolfenden, and Penny?
Penny, yep.
Midfield 2 of Harper and Evans?
Yep.
Who are just silky smooth. I'm just going to say that right now. Them 2 midfield.
Yeah, there's no one that's going to step above them 2 in our midfield, I don't think.
I'll say more tomorrow, but Evans, Matty Holland. I'm going to say it. In front of them, who are you going in front of them?
Probably same as today, really.
Oh, okay. So you're talking Piggott in the 10 sort of role.
Yeah.
Bonner ahead of him.
I enjoyed that partnership, really. I know they didn't score, but I did enjoy the link-up play they had.
Where's Burns right?
Yeah, I thought Burnsy was all right. It was just unlucky balls that he's put in and they've gone wide.
And then you're talking Dobra left.
Yeah.
Okay, I think a few would agree with that.
I want this is the season that I want Dobra to now kick on for us and become a first team player because I think he has got that ability. It's just Cook's got to show the faith in him, and I think he's warranting it at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Fair comments. It's nice being back at the church. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Loved it. Stunning. And as always, you can get 20% off Manscaped with the code TT. This man right here will explain it just a little bit better than I possibly can. See you tomorrow, 1:30.
Support for Talking Town is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Hold up, fellas. I don't think we've quite understood what I'm talking about here. We've gone years in the UK without using the right tools for the job. Long gone are the days of a razor blade and the mirror. No more shall we look like Sideshow Bob down there. Manscaped have redesigned the electric trimmer. Their engineering team have perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created and have just released the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 in the UK. Their third generation trimmer features a cutting